Welcome to the Overflow Worship Podcast, where we serve and support leaders so you can serve and support your local church.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Overflow Worship Podcast. I'm your host, once again, here still, Andrea Olson. So I have a really fun live interview for you today. So my husband and I hopped on Instagram together and we talked live about our brand new book, The Little Church, that just released on December 7th, 2021. It's all about miracles. And we are so excited for this children's book to be released and to get it into your hands. And so we just hopped on to talk all about it. So without any further waiting or delaying, I will let you get right to it. Here's my husband, Gabe Olson, and I talking about The Little Church. We're live.
Hey. Hello, live people.
Hello.
I think it's my first time going live with you. Or did we do this one other time?
We did. It was the Skittles debate.
Oh, that's right. Which I clearly won, by the way. Just seeing how it tastes, the rainbow. It's a rainbow, not a specific flavor.
It's not even worth
Sorry.
going down.
We can talk about that later, I guess. That's not what this one's about.
You can go on my channel, Andrea Olson Music, and watch it for yourself.
It is by far the most interesting one I've been in so far, because this is the second one and we haven't talked about anything yet.
Yes. So we are going to talk about the children's book. Hey, Sonia. Glad you're here. That's Sonia.
Oh, nice. Hi. I think I know you.
Yeah. We are going to talk about our children's books just a little bit tonight because it's kind of a little surprise we've been keeping from you guys. So we want to tell you about it. And I thought that it might be cool if we talk a little bit about the history behind why we wrote these books. So why don't you start and just take them back and kind of give them a little bit of context behind the book series, the Big God books.
Sure. So this has really been an evolution. And first I want to say, Andrea is really what brought it all together. There was a lot of ideas and a lot of things floating around, but it takes this amazing lady to get it done. She's extremely gifted in that, and I'm grateful for that. Roughly, I suppose it was 4.5 years ago or something like that, as part of a coaching program. And one of the things they talked about is taking your life experiences for your children and giving them a way to remember it. So they can always look back and say, hey, remember this time, and, naming your stories and the things that you do. And begin to think about what that could mean for our girls. And if we were to do that, what would we want them to remember? And then through discussion and chatting about it, we realized that, hey, there's a lot of miracles in our lives that we have seen. And one of the disconnects that we feel in a lot of people's lives, not just children, is you read about things in the Bible or, even in ancient history where it's like, oh, that happened then, but what's happening now? Have I seen God do a miracle? I mean, he grew legs and raised people from the dead, but I haven't seen that. So what has he done? Does he still do those things? And we thought developing a conversation around that with our girls is something that we as parents want to do. And we begin to talk about different stories and ideas that she's like smirking at me. So
sorry, is it making you subconscious? It
is a little bit. She's like staring at me. Usually it's when I'm in trouble, so I'm just like,
I'm just listening to what you're saying.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a complex, I guess.
I guess so. I'm learning things about myself tonight. So we begin to have these conversations and identify some miracles that we'd seen in our lives that were really impactful. Yeah. And I took a first brush at writing some of them down and kind of some ideas, and then came back to her with my little scribbles and mismatch of ideas and said, well, can you make sense of it? What does it look like? And from there, it really developed, and it's been really fun. Mm-hmm. And we've had a couple of the books, one we're talking about tonight, and another one, we're working on those. So to journey through those with our girls has been really cool. It's really been a process. How long we've been writing? Well, the first one, what did it take us? 10 months?
Yeah, you wrote the first draft probably, 2 years ago?
Yep.
And then it's, evolved since then to many more drafts and many more versions and edits. And now, once we started working with an editor, I think, it was about 10 months. So it's a 4-book series on miracles, and it's set to release incrementally over the next year. But the first book in the Big God Book series is called The Little Church, and it's set to release on Tuesday next week, December 7th. We're so excited. It's just been something new and different and exciting and really challenging to do, but it's been worth it because it's going to be a gift for our girls. These are all things that have happened in our family, all miracles that we have seen come to fruition. And what we want our girls to know is that God still does miracles today. And sometimes they're the big things that we see, like in the Bible with the parting of the Red Sea, or what you'll read about in the little church. Sometimes they're the big things that we really notice, but other times they are the things that we didn't ask for, but they're exactly what we need. And we can get to the other side of them and look back and realize, what a miraculous move of God it was. And that perspective that we have is such a beautiful thing to remember. And so we're excited about that, and excited to share these books with you, and for you to meet G and his friends and his pets, and to see all of, just the things that we have been working on for a few years. So I was just thinking about this, and I think it would be really great if we take a couple minutes on this new channel and just introduce ourselves formally. Maybe some of these people are coming over from the Overflow worship channel, so you know who I am, but you don't see much of my husband unless you've seen us at an in-person event or at the conference. So just a little snippet about you would be great, and then I'll do me, or unless you want me to go first. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, why don't you go first, so I can mimic what she's going to say. Exactly.
Okay, so my name's Andrea Olson, married to Gabe.
16 years.
Yes, 16.
I got it right too, 16.
Good job.
Wow.
Good job.
So I really screwed that up early on in our marriage. I was trying really hard, but I miscounted, and I came down day of our anniversary, said, "Happy anniversary, 9 years today," and she goes, "It's 10."
But you know what? He always remembers the day. So the number, at least you're not like, "Happy 60th birthday," and I'm like, "I'm 35.
Yeah, probably wouldn't do that one.
No. But yeah, married to Gabe. We have 3 girls, and we live in Minnesota. I am a worship leader, and I own and operate an organization called Overflow Worship. I'm a songwriter and a worship leader, and through my organization, we serve the local church worship team. It's what we do. It's who we love. It's who we serve. And our goal is to help people thrive with what they have where they are. And so, that's kind of run everything through that lens. It's just coming alongside and serving the church. So that's a little bit about me. And our family, we like to travel. We like to keep ourselves really, really busy with a lot of different things. And now we're children's book authors too. Who knew? So that's me in a nutshell.
That's you. So she is my better half. She is amazing. She keeps me in line. I am born and raised pastor's kid, grew up in church, the right things to say, all the right things to do. And Jesus became real to me in my teenage years, and set me on a course that was unexpected. I thought I was going to end up being a pastor all my life, but after some college and being in the ministry for a while, got into real estate and built a company. So I do that now full time, and of course travel on the weekends with her and the girls. Love to be outside. I'm usually the one who's getting in trouble, and she's reeling me back in, or saying you can't do that, or no, you shouldn't. I can't believe you think like that. Why would you want to pull that prank, or some goofy thing? That's kind of our relationship, and I'm grateful for it. So
I'm fun too, right?
She's very fun. I'm devious fun. That's the problem. Like, she's just straight up good, wholesome fun, and I'm the one who's giving our girls ideas how to play pranks, and she's like, no, you shouldn't say that because I'll actually do that. So that's kind of our relationship some of the time.
Some of the time, yeah. Yes, so we're excited, you guys. We're excited to share these books with you, and so you can get them. There's a link in the profile of the Big God Books. Otherwise, you can just go to thebiggodbooks.com. You can search The Little Church on Amazon, and our names, Andrea Olson or Gabe Olson, and it'll pop up. And you can pre-order it, you can order it, you can look at it, admire it, whatever. But we are so excited to get this book into your hands because it's going to be a really special conversation starter. We hope and pray for you and your families to start a conversation in your home about miracles.
Yep, couldn't agree more. We believe the seed of planting the conversation of miracles is the reason we're doing this. We weren't going to release them, to be honest with you. They're just for our girls, something we want to do. But then the thought of people talking about miracles and looking deeper into their lives and giving parents a tangible tool to talk with their kids about that, despite your beliefs, it doesn't matter. It's a conversation starter, and it's a tool for you to interact with them. So that's our hope, and that's why we went through all the fun and the pain of getting it published and all that good stuff. So echo what you said and add that on top, I guess.
Yeah, that's so good. I think it makes me think of, like, when I'm teaching our girls, I love having books as resources to help me with the conversation or to help me with that material, whatever that may be. And so that's our hope and prayer, is that this is a tool for you to have the conversation, to give you language around starting that conversation. And also, one of the foundational pillars of our family is gratitude. And I think it really reminds us to be grateful too, because we're living in gratitude for those miracles that God has done in our lives. And it's a really special thing. And even if, like I said before, if they're not exactly what we asked for, but it's exactly what we need, and we're choosing to live in gratitude for those miracles too. So
well said. She's really good at this. Way to go, baby.
Thanks. Well, thank you. You did great too.
Yes, number 2 down. All right. On to number 3.
That's right. Thanks for joining tonight. And for those of you watching later, we're glad that you tuned in. Until next time, we'll see ya. And there you have it. That was my first interview with my husband that we're releasing on the podcast. And you know what? We're going to have more of them because he's pretty fun to talk to. So get your book. The Little Church is out now, and we are so excited to share it with you. Like we said in the podcast, it's the first in a 4-book series. The remaining 3 will be releasing in 2022, which we're super excited about. But if you search Andrea Olson or Gabe Olson and The Little Church on Amazon, you can find it there, or you can just head to thebiggodbooks.com and it'll get you where you need to be. But we hope that this book is a blessing to you and your family. And if you order it now, you can get it before Christmas, use it as Christmas gifts, stocking stuffers, that kind of thing. But we're just really excited about this. So I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and until next time, we'll talk to you later.
You've been listening to the Overflow Worship Podcast. If you enjoy our podcast, please take a moment and leave us a 5-star rating and a written review, which helps us reach more people. New episodes are released every other Monday. So until next time, thank you for listening.